and Twitch or on Twitter. Sorry.
There we go.
Oh, they can hear us.
Oh no. Oh, see that? It's no big deal. We just gotta be quiet for like maybe a second or two. It's no big deal. I'll do it for like a minute.
Yeah, scratch your armpit for a minute.
I am. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Exactly what I'm doing. I'll take all this out in post. Don't worry. 3, 2, and 1. Go. Hello, everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up? We are the OGTEKKEN Podcast. We got me, Sparky Jackson. We got my man Toony Toon down there, and to the left of me, or the right of me, whichever one it is, we have a very special guest. The one, the only, the Hwarang G-Funk Master. The Hwarang Menace of Seattle, Washington. Mr. Evil Padawan, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Ooh,
Yes,
claps.
sir.
Claps everywhere.
Thanks for having me.
Claps everywhere. So,
Yeah.
as you can kind of see, we're a little bit janky. Our R&D is not here. We're trying our best, or I'm trying my best. And we got a lot kind of going on. So we're kind of flim-flamming right now, but that's okay. So we'll just try our damnedest and get through this and have some fun. This is our first Tekken 8 podcast ever.
Yep.
How do you feel? How do you feel about being the first?
I love it, man. I love being the first.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
That is fantastic.
Not only the first, but one of the first horror ranks to go up in ranks this week.
Oh, yeah, I just started grinding like immediately on release. It's kind of like I basically just got in there and I was like, all right, all the beta combos still work. I'm in.
Exactly.
Let's do this.
Hell
First horror rank to also beat Joe Crush in Tekken 8 too.
Yeah,
Right. Well, I usually say online wins don't really matter because it's just so different from offline. But I just know that Joe is such a tryhard in ranked. It somewhat means something. He's like probably the biggest tryhard in ranked in NA. Joe Crush.
So?
Yeah.
I would say so. That man can go.
Yeah, he goes hard. I mean, he was up, I think, from like 3 p.m. ish up until like 7 a.m. or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that shit, dude.
Playing the whole time and ranked, and he's been ranked #1 on the leaderboard for like the majority of it. So I usually say ranked wins don't really matter because you don't know if people are trying, you don't know if they're just kind of like messing around. Plus all the different factors of how different it is to play offline versus online. So I don't really care about those things, but the reason it was important to me is because I've played Joe Crush many times in Tekken 7, and he always destroys me. Like it's an absolute disaster, and I've been really struggling to find a solution of how to beat Joe. And Tekken 8 Hwarang is so carried that it just kind of did it for me. He has so many new tools in neutral and backdash is nerfed, and so it's like like
to hold it,
trying to get out. It's very different. So I was just kind of happy to see. I was more so excited to see that the changes benefited me as a player and my character as a player. To offer me new solutions against someone like Joe. That's why I was so hyped about it. That's really why I was like, oh my god, this works now. There's like new stuff, new solutions.
Hell yeah. We are gonna go over Tekken 8 stuff, but first we want to know like your
backstory.
Your backstory, yeah. How did you come up into Tekken?
my villain origin story.
Yes.
Well, when I was in second grade, my aunt, she was born with a lung disease, and she had breathing problems, and she actually died shortly after this story. But she used to pick me up from school because it was quite the walk, and I was like a little kid, so she would pick me up from school, and she didn't have a car, so she would walk, and then walk me back. The problem was that she couldn't do it in one shot because of her lung problems. So she would basically walk to the school, get me, and then she was so exhausted she needed a breather. And there was an arcade nearby. She's like, "All right, here's a couple of bucks. I'm gonna sit down, get a breather," and I would play Tekken 3. So I was just like a little kid, and I was just mashing, and I was mostly mashing with Horang and Eddie. Eddie was the tech back then. He was just spinning all over the place, and kids didn't know what to do. So
Right.
she would do this, every day after school. And then, she passed away at like the age of like 24, just unfortunately. She was born that way.
Damn.
Oh wow.
And so, over the years, I always bought every Tekken. I've bought all of them. I've played all of them. It's just I would pick them up and play them casually, how most people do, where you buy the game, you go through the arcade, you see the cutscenes, you mess around with your friend, and a couple of weeks later, and you drop it. And then Tekken 7 came out, and I was at a point in my life where I just happened to seek some competition as well. And I was like, I have a history of like loving this game, and I want to like give it a serious shot. So I started actually learning the game, and I played online, and I thought I was hot shit. And then I showed up to my local tournament and got destroyed. And I realized that there's a whole new level to this game. And I actually, at my second tournament, met Just Frame James.
Nice.
And, I took the first game off of him, which I thought was crazy. I was like, my heart was beating so fast. I was like, oh my God, I'm playing against the pro player. This is crazy. And then, he goes, huh, you're better than I thought. And he just got up, took his jacket off, put it on his chair, sat down, and annihilated me. And I was like, oh, he just went like serious mode. And he just kind of casually said, he's like, I see you have a lot of potential. I'm like teaching. I'm holding some sessions where like I want to teach people in the scene. I want to like grow this scene and get people to be stronger as a scene. And that way, you guys can give me a bigger challenge, and it can be more hype. And so I showed up, and there was like one other dude there, and I was
Oh
like, dope.
wow.
And James just like started teaching, and it was me and a guy named Kendall, and that just grew every week. A couple of more people would show up. James would show up to tournaments, whoop people, and then tell them like, "Hey, by the way, I'm teaching on Wednesdays if you want to show up." And then it got to the point where there was like 30 people showing up, and it got really crazy. And James was like overwhelmed. He was like, "I can't even teach everybody because people really love the one-on-ones where it takes, about, at least 30 minutes. People want at least 30 minutes with the guy."
Yeah.
When that many people showed up, it was just too much. And he actually started charging. He was like, "Look, everybody can show up, free casuals. You don't have to give me anything. This place is open." It was like an apartment complex, and there was a big gaming area. There was just so much room, and people would bring setups, and it turned into like the most hyped, casuals that you could ever have every Wednesday. To the point where I even told my work, like, "Hey, on Wednesday nights, don't even call me. Like, I'm busy. I'm going to the dojo."
Uh-huh.
And it got really crazy, and he started charging. And then, the people that really wanted to stick with it, kept coming up, kept coming back. And then some of the people dropped off. The game's hard, and progress is slow, so some of the people stopped coming. But then we built kind of like a foundation of people that would always come, and
Oh
our
nice.
iron sharpens iron. So there was, and there was all kinds of skill levels from Jumanji, the old school, tag 2 assassin, and Cam, a legendary king player,
Yeah.
down to like me and Ray and Kevin and Carlos, the new guys, and Khalil and those guys. So it was like a big mix of different skill levels, and I just stuck with it, and just kept sticking with it. And then COVID hit, and it kind of killed the whole thing. James moved, and we weren't really holding big sessions anymore. But my desire to just keep getting better just kept, I kept up with it. I was like, I've already invested so much time into this, I can't give up now. Like I'm
Yeah,
already
yeah.
too deep into it. So I've just kept playing, and that's it. So basically, I have a history of playing these games casually. Tekken 7 is the first one I played seriously, and I've been grinding basically since the release of Tekken 7. And now it's really interesting to see it from the perspective of some of these other people that played competitively and then switched games and you gotta like adapt now competitively to the new stuff.
Yeah.
So that's my villain origin story, man.
Hell yeah, that's
That's
one
awesome.
sick origin story. I mean, playing fucking in your only second tournament, playing against Just Frame James already, and kicking a game off of him too.
Yeah.
Like in your second tournament,
Yes,
that's nothing to like to squawk over, man. Like that's fucking insane, right?
Yeah.
Like you gotta give yourself props for that one.
I
But
had no idea what I was doing.
but like that does sound like a James thing to do. Where he's like, "Oh, you're strong," like take off his fucking jacket.
Take off his
That
jacket.
does sound like a James thing to do.
Yeah, basically, it was like, I'll stop, backwards teabagging and maybe try to beat this kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I remember the first time I played James, like it was after or it was online after I went to like his first the first Just Frame Kumite I went to,
Yo,
and I
that's
never got to
dope.
play James with like casuals or anything. But after that I played him online. And like I was, I was doing all this like fucked up shit to him, and he's like, "Were you playing like this at the tournament? What the fuck?" It's like, "Why are you playing like this?" He's like, "You remind me of myself a little bit." Like,
Yo,
what
that's
the
dope.
fuck? I was like, "What?"
I
No
love it.
way.
That,
Yeah,
James is like a really cool figure to have in this scene, though. I will
yes.
say, like,
I
yeah,
super
yeah.
cool.
He was really responsible for quite the boom in seven, where I really just seeing what he did. It was, there's a lot of top players in their scenes, but you just never see them. You'll absolutely never see them. They're so much more interested in playing with players of similar skill level. They're not interested in really building, and so they never show up to locals, especially if the local attendance is not that big, the payout's not that big. They'll show up for money. And they will give people tips if somebody asks, but to invest that much
exactly.
time multiple times a week, at least consistently once a week for years, and to teach and spend all this time trying to grow these people, and for what? Because you could say like, oh, they're scrubs, like whatever. And truly quite a few really excellent players came out of this thing where, like, he really just built it, and it was just shared knowledge, just a desire for learning. But I really try to keep that attitude now, where when new players now in Tekken 8 ask questions or seek advice, like my doors are always open. I'll play with you. There are guys that are still learning, that spending a couple hours a day playing with sometimes. And yeah, it would be more beneficial for me to go play ranked, or go play with someone else, but it's important to invest in your community and grow it a little bit, um,
Great.
because these guys, they grow, man.
You know,
Yeah.
with that being said, oh, I think we might have an echo, but that's okay. With that being said, I think the one, oh shoot. Hey, uh, Padawan, do you have like a headset maybe by chance?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can absolutely go on.
that would be
Give me,
yeah,
yeah,
that would be
um,
fantastic.
yeah. I was worried there might be a little bit of an echo.
Yeah,
That's fine. No worries.
yeah. We'll just take
Still
one
got a
more.
lot of time.
Yeah, we're chilling
Let's
out.
try
We're
this.
good. No worries.
But I'm very interested to hear your guys' takes.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
Give
there's
me a
no
second.
There you go.
1 second.
Okay,
Hold on.
okay.
no worries.
Yeah, but I'm very interested to hear your guys' takes on Tekken 8.
Me too. Bro, Tony, I want you to go in so hard. I need it. I need it. I just I can feel it. I can feel the clips that I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
get. Oof. I'm ready. And I'm gonna blast it on Twitter too. I'll be like, this is what Toonie Teen said.
The headset has decided now is a great time for a software update. I turned down my sound a little bit as
Okay.
well. Maybe it's better.
Yeah,
Um,
that can work too. We'll work with it. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
I
yeah,
barely hear the echo anymore anyway, so it's
yeah,
fine.
exactly. Yep, that's
Yeah.
perfect. Do you hear okay there?
I can hear you guys fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let this thing run its software update. Oh, it looks like it might be done.
Oh, fantastic,
Sick.
fantastic. Heck yeah, man. But while Padawan's kind of doing that, I'm kind of intrigued. I was seeing on Twitter about a tier list
Oh no.
that
Ready?
somebody made.
Was it Fergus?
I can actually find it for you. To be
I think I
honest.
saw something like a quote tweet. I think
Yeah, I believe
where
so as well too.
Fergus said like bottom five is like Zafina, Asuka, uh, uh Zafina, Leroy, Law, maybe.
Oh, I was looking at
Eh,
Trizzy. I was looking
eh.
at Trizzy the rap. I was looking at Trizzy's
Oh, Trizzy's.
tier list.
Damn, we're already making tier lists
We're already
already.
making tier lists, and apparently his tier list is S tier is Lars, uh, Rena, Reyna, sorry, Jack 8,
Okay.
Drag, Jun, Devil Jin, Brian, Azucena, and Victor. That's his S tier. And
Hmm.
yeah, his A plus tier is Huarang and Shaheen, Paul, Fang, Zerafina, Lily, Lee. We have Elisa. We have Steve in the A rank, A plus rank as well too. We have Raven, Leroy, and Jin and Law and and Zhao Yu and Yoshimitsu and Nina. Basically, everybody in the cast is pretty much A tier, A plus tier. A tier is Kuma, Kazuya, King, and Leo, and then
Kuma
yeah,
Kuma above Kazuya?
no, well Kuma on the same level as Kazuya. There we go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, like, is the tier list like in order though?
No, the tier list is just kind of just. I think Tracy just kind of threw it up there to kind of just. There's really no
Oh, okay.
yeah. That's right.
So he's not saying that Lars is the strongest
Yeah. No,
character.
he's just saying that there's like
Okay.
at least there's 6 to 8 characters that are strong as of right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and then bottom is like Asuka and Panda, in his own opinion.
Damn.
His own opinion. That's what it is.
Wait, B tier Claudio.
Yeah,
Wait a
can you
minute.
guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Yep, we can hear
We can
you.
hear you
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. Claudio, in my opinion, is one of the highest tiers.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like he's definitely one of the strongest characters. That's these tier lists are almost like I'm looking at the tier list right now. I pulled it up. This
Oh,
is
you did?
almost like a troll. You
Okay.
know, like you can't be making tier lists. It's too early, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
literally.
It's day 3, boys. Day 3.
Hmm.
You know what Air said? Air said, "Look, if somebody right now says something is really good, like a move is really good, they're probably right. But if someone says a character sucks, they're probably full of shit, and you should investigate."
That is very,
True.
very true. That is so
That is
true.
very true.
Yeah, because it's kind of easy to find the good stuff, and good players will tell you like, "Well, this move's really good." It's kind of this is solid. Like it's a homing mid. It's plus on block. Like what's happening here?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
so what are your guys? I'm curious to hear your guys' takes on Tekken 8. It's out. We've been had it for what, like 4 days, right? 4 or 5 days.
something like that. The 25th technically. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 4 days. Okay, so we've had the game for 4 days. Like, at what point, or like, are you guys? How are you guys feeling about it being 4 days in?
Uh, I think we should talk about it from two different perspectives because
Hmm.
we're kind of we're in the minority here, right? We're competitive players that are super hardcore about this Tekken thing to the point we're doing podcasts.
Exactly.
Right.
And then we should also talk about it from like a casual's perspective. God, from a casual's perspective, you saw the Metacritic 90. The thing is
90.
Yeah,
solid.
Yep.
it's
The
a
thing is
god.
super solid. You got
Yeah.
Tekken Ball, you got story mode, and I think with all the functions for accessibility, dear God, it is the most accessible Tekken by far. They had it at PAX, right?
Yep.
And there's all these people in line, and you should have seen how much fun these people were having with that little accessibility button that Harada keeps telling people about. Like, hey, make sure to turn on special style because
Hmm.
casuals are having a blast with that thing. All the heat dashes and things happening too. It's perfect. It's perfect for a casual player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember I was streaming the game day one, the story mode, and I have a friend in my friend group that doesn't like play fighting games. He's not really into competitive games, but he watched me play. Like, he watched me play out like throughout the whole like story of Tekken 8, and he was like, "Dude, this game looks so fucking sick. Like it's so flashy. Like the colors are fucking blooming and
Yeah.
everything. Like
Yeah.
the graphics are insane." He's like, I might even pick up this game. I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "That's coming from someone that doesn't even like fighting games. Like
Yeah.
that's pretty fucking good. Like I think this is like almost like revolutionary. This game and like Street Fighter 6, like holy shit."
And
And,
I think the big word that I kind of jumped to, as we've said before, accessibility. This
mhm.
game is so accessible to everyone that wants to learn or wants to play a fighting game.
Yeah, it's
And
the best.
it took a couple years for Harada to kind of like give give the casual stuff their stuff, give the competitive players their thing
Hmm.
like a frame data, but we're not gonna talk about 499. But yeah, like this game is pretty much for everybody. For everybody.
Yeah, and like the way the game they set you up to learn the game too was like really good. Like Arcade Quest is like a really good tool like for like people who are like brand new to fighting games. They can literally just hit up Arcade Quest if they're feeling too pressured to go play an online player right away, and they can learn through like not even just like CPUs because like CPUs are known to be like pretty boring to fight against, right? Because they just input read you. But now we have actual AIs that are like willing to like learn. They act like players now. Like
Yep.
they play more like players than ever before in any other Tekken game. They're not input reading you like super hard. Like they're actually trying to like make a fucking read on you
Yep.
like an AI should, right? But like we have Arcade Quest. We had the new replay system. The new replay system is insane. I've never seen that shit in any other fucking fighting game in my life,
It's so
ever.
good. It's
It's
so good.
so good. You can like put yourself back in the replay and literally lab out like thousand different possible fucking outcomes you could have done to avoid something that you were like, oh, like that move looks fucking OP, and then you find out, oh, you can step it left, right, or like, oh, you can like hella interrupt it or
Exactly.
something, like you could do shit like that. Like that's insane. They actually have a tutorial, right, and like I remember like back then too, like back when Tekken 7 came out. I remember when like Harada said that he didn't believe in tutorials. He never believed in that shit. And now look at it. Now it's like popping now because he added a tutorial in the very first Tekken game that he's ever done with tutorials. And then like
Yeah,
look how much traction it's getting.
from what I saw about the tutorial, gosh, it could be so much better. I think Mortal Kombat 1 was a perfect tutorial.
Mm,
That one went into amazing high level concepts like fuzzy guarding.
Oh
And
wow.
mm,
it was explaining fuzzy guarding. It was pointing out that like, hey, an overhead is much slower. So ideally, you want to be ducking and react to the overhead. It's a slower move and stand up. And it's like this is crazy. And then it kind of gave you an example so you could try out. So the Mortal Kombat tutorial was teaching some really high level concepts. But I noticed that in Tekken in the moves list now, they have like setups. They're like, hey, it's nice to use this move and follow up with this move because it's a frame trap or a counter hit bait. And they have that in the moves list. That's kind of crazy. That was impressive.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're definitely progressing with the tutorial stuff. They're doing better. And Toonie, the AI man, is crazy because I called Cap when Harada was talking up this ghost.
Yep.
Man, I'm so glad I didn't post on Twitter and make a fool of myself
You've been
because I was
flamed.
like, there's no way, man. Because what I was saying was usually when a developer develops, crazy AI like this, it's like a more progressive, pattern. They went from the worst AI in any video game ever, Tekken 7, to this. And it was like
yep.
Tekken 7 was abysmal. It was like an embarrassment of artificial intelligence. It was like, what is this? I could just like beat him with the flappy kick. I just do the Horang flappy kick and then just kill him. And then it was crazy.
Hmm.
To this, like I can't even believe it. The AI now is like beating Anakin's ass and Lohai's ass, and like what?
That's crazy. Honestly enough, I just saw that video. I just saw Anakin getting beat by Anakin. That's
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's amazing, man. It's a revolutionary AI, and I mean racing games have kind of tried to implement something similar, and I think it's a lot easier with racing games because it's kind of like if you lapped a track, right? They're
Yeah.
like, all right, well, just literally like post this dude's time or like his lines, just
Yeah.
run that, and even if it's a different car, the AI can still knows what lines you took
Yeah.
because it's a very like they have an idea of how you're driving and where you're driving. But Tekken's so complex that I
Yeah.
don't, I'm amazed that they figured out a system to mimic this.
Yeah.
I'm like very curious too about like how they did that.
Yeah. Exactly. It's speaking about the AI and speaking about the ghost battles. I feel like ghost battle is going to like That's going to kind of honestly revolutionize Tekken 8 in terms of you know not like in terms of pro play, because now everyone's going to be able to figure out how low high plays, how Arslan Ash kind of plays, how
Yeah,
Joe Crush plays if Joe Crush does a ghost battle, or whatever the case, or
Hmm.
me. Hell, one of these days we're going to be playing Tekken 8 and we're going to do a ghost battle. It's going to be me, and you can
have
play
you
me.
have you ever seen the StarCraft leaderboards? Someone pointed this out recently.
Mm-mm.
The StarCraft leaderboards is all a bunch of barcodes because no, I don't know StarCraft that much, but
Yeah,
it sounds like they have a system in place where you could study people's replays and their gameplay or something.
yeah,
And pro players don't want to be identified online, so they're all just a bunch of barcodes. It's just like lines, like there's no username,
wow, that's
and
crazy.
I mean, yeah. So I mean, Arslan Ash doesn't play online. He doesn't mess with
No,
it. Right? He's an offline PlayStation only. Keep that PC trash away from me. I want to be optimized for tournament play. Right?
yeah,
Nee, on the other hand, in Korea plays online every day. Right? So
Yep.
and people know Nee's username. Right? That Ravenda thing or whatever it
yeah,
is, and
Yeah.
and we know these guys as usernames, and when they stream, you can see it, and they can find their replays and their tags. So I think we might end up seeing people with more multiple accounts now,
okay,
or maybe streamers will hide their names more.
maybe,
I don't know. I think it's going to change because it's going to happen as soon as somebody beats your ass in tournament and says, "Oh my god, I was only able to do that because I saw his ghost and it did that setup and I knew how to beat it." Like,
yeah.
yeah,
That's gonna be a very highly contested kind of uh, situation if that is true, which it probably will be down the road.
Hmm.
yeah,
With with that kind of thing being said, do you feel like the whole thing with Harada saying, "Hey, we're going to take this for 5, 7, 9, 10 years"? Is that going to be a thing, or do you think he's just kind of talking crazy like? You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, we're going to have like 56 characters
yeah.
in this damn game.
Yeah, they can do it, dude. Because I mean, so there's a couple of different ways for game developers to do this, right?
Okay.
There's the Call of Duty perspective, right? And they put out a game every year. And in
Yep.
2012, I said, "This is the end of Call of Duty. They'll stop selling now. No more. They won't keep selling." I was so wrong again. It was like it's still alive and
Yeah.
it's still kicking, and they still come out with at least one title every year, and people keep buying it. So it's
And
like
it's
there's that
terrible too.
model, and it's terrible too.
Terrible.
Just like FIFA, right? I used to play FIFA competitively,
Hmm.
and it's like they every year, man, and it comes out and it's still garbage, and they put out a new one every year. Um, that business model works. You know what other business model works? The Grand Theft Auto business model. You put out a game once a generation, and then you put it out in like on like 7 different platforms, and your game sells more than any other game ever made. Both of the business models work. It's there really is. They can pull it off. What we do know for a fact is that Tekken 7 came out 2017 on consoles, 2015 in arcades and like Asia and stuff.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it lasted, a good 6, 7 years, depending on how you count it. And we were all tired of the game by the end of it. But like addicts, we kept playing.
Yep.
Like it really just the announcement of a Tekken 8 rejuvenated the scene though, and it kept people alive and waiting for the new thing, and it kind of kept us going. Maybe So I think as long as there's confirmation that there is going to be a Tekken 9 or a Tag 3 or whatever the hell they're going to make, as long as maybe 5 years into this game they announce that, hey, we're definitely going to do a new game too. We'll keep it alive. But yeah, if they do want to do 7-8 years, they could, man. Our Tekken players are so hardcore, dude. Look at some of these guys. They've been playing since like 2003, and like
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's very true.
And like honestly, like Tekken 7 too was like the amount of budget that they put into Tekken 8 is like insane, right? Like
Yeah.
this is easily their biggest budget of a fighting game that they've ever made ever. Tekken 7 was the lowest budget game that they've ever made, and it's
was
still
it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, it was they made back their profit in the first 2 months that Tekken 7 came out.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's how bad their budget was, but they made it work, right?
Yeah.
But like I think that if Tekken 7 was able to survive that long on such a low budget, imagine how long Tekken 8 could last with the budget as big as theirs.
Well,
And like,
go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish.
Oh yeah, and it's like a fucking like, and it's like casual. It's like the biggest like casual experience for, like a fucking for a casual fighting game player. Like someone who's not competitive looking at this game, they're like, oh yeah, Tekken 8, I'll get that shit easily. $70, here you go. Here's my wallet.
Yeah, and these crazy Ultimate Editions and stuff now. There's been a couple of games where over the years I always buy the Ultimate Edition, like Forza Motorsport's one of them, because it comes with so many cars and things and VIP access. You just want to get the Ultimate. And for Tekken, these guys got some balls on them, because the old regular Ultimate Edition's like 110, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But did you see the cost of that special edition? Man, I paid like close to $400 for that thing, and Harada still got my ass waiting. It still hasn't mailed.
You know, it hasn't mailed yet.
Yeah, it wasn't
I was
even
gonna
like
get that one
things.
too. I was gonna get that one too.
It's crazy because I've bought games online before, and the developer, usually like Amazon and stuff, they'll always make sure you have your game on release. Harada's like, oh, you paid me $400? Yeah, well, keep waiting, sucker. It'll come one day.
I took your money. Enjoy.
And like
Yeah.
the fucked up part too is that like the biggest trend nowadays with like modern gaming is that like it's so very live service, right? And like I feel like Tekken 8, like they're kind of like they might be on the route for being live service just a little bit, but like it's not like nearly as like live service as like let's say Street Fighter. Street Fighter has a battle pass now, right?
Yeah.
And like they have all this different cosmetics, and you have to pay for fighter coins, right? You don't have to pay for Tekken money. You just earn that shit. Like you get fucking you become a billionaire, and you just never use it, right? Or like modern games nowadays, they just want your money. Like Call of Duty, they just want your money. You want these fucking cool ass fucking cosmetics? Well, you can't earn them. You have to pay for them. But like Tekken is one of those games where I'm like, I will pay for him. I would. Like, if you had microtransactions and shit, like, if you did not just have only DLC characters, but if you had, like, cosmetics and shit for, like, my character, I would buy it. Like,
I've been
Call of Duty,
saying
I'm not
this,
fucking
man.
buying that shit, right? I'm not fucking buying that shit. Like Fortnite, I'm not buying skins. Like, for Tekken, though, I would buy fucking skins, dude. I would do it.
Yeah,
They could
man,
easily
people-
go that route, too. They could easily be like, oh, yeah. We'll make you pay for cosmetics, but they don't because they have fucking a passion for making games, and they have a big passion for their community, and their community shows them the same energy back.
Exactly.
Listen. Here's the spiel though. You've heard of Dota and you've heard of League of Legends. You want to know why these people have $10 million tournaments or whatever the hell they're having? Because Valve and those guys are. I think it's Valve that makes Dota, is it not? Or who is
Valve.
it? Yeah, Valve, right? So Valve takes the profits from people buying all these in-game customization and items and stuff. They dump it straight into these tournaments. They dump it straight into esports. I would love it if Namco did that. Harada, please put out all the Lily outfits. Take all the money from these Lily foot lovers and all these guys, man. Like put all the heels in there, like everything, and dump it into the esport aspect, because although the Tekken World Tour has been hype, the pay has been whack. man.
Yep.
Well,
Like,
honestly, that's probably one of the biggest, I think, hurdles that the FGC has in general
Yep.
is that
Mhm.
the prize pool for anything, regardless of if it's Evo or the tournaments that we have, which realistically there's not that many tournaments out in the United States, honestly. That
Mhm.
there's for well, so let's say you go to CEO, right? And you basically like, hey, I'm gonna give you like, 5-6 grand. All right, cool. So I gotta go through 400 dudes and
it's
win,
more than that.
or more money, or more entrants,
More people.
more people.
More people.
So
Yep.
I'm spitballing 400. I'm just gonna say 400. So
Sure, yeah.
so you got to go through 400 dudes and win a tournament and get 5 grand. That's that's kind of a slap in the face to a lot of pro players. You know what I mean?
It is,
Yep.
man. It is, especially Evo. And I remember when that guy like Joey or whoever, had the Evo rights,
Yep.
and then there was like a scandal, and they
Yep.
removed that guy, and Sony bought Evo, and that's when like my hopes went up, because like when you win Evo, you make something like, man, I think it's like 30 grand, and like
Yep.
the fifth guy makes like a couple of G's or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I heard something like Anakin got that one time he got third. I think he made like 3 grand or something whack. Like, come on, man. There's like
Damn.
2,000 players at the
And he
Evo.
probably spent more on his trip than he did get at Evo
Exactly.
too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Vegas flight, hotel, the whole spiel. And when Sony bought it, I was like, ooh, Sony's really gonna like up this. And they really didn't.
They
They probably
Yeah.
haven't.
like looked at it and they're like, yo, this guy's running a nice scam. We want in on this.
Well,
Like,
I think it's a nice scam, but at the same time, another big thing that I think the FGC is, it's not very marketable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not marketable in terms
I
of.
think Evo is. I
Okay.
think of all the things ever, Evo is the one thing that is super marketable, because even before I ever played Tekken competitively, every single year I tuned into Evo,
Yeah.
and at its peak, the Tekken stream had 300,000 to 400,000 viewers. I've
Yeah.
seen it, and then even on YouTube now, those videos have millions of views,
I,
and it's a huge event.
well, I'm thinking more or less just. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think the one thing about the FGC is that we are still so stuck in the old way of thinking, and we're like old people that don't want to change. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to be underground. We want to be not esports because we're
The
not.
old school, yeah, the
Yeah,
old school players, yeah,
old
I
school
agree.
players,
And
and
I feel that way actually too. Actually, deep
and
inside,
yeah,
that's how I feel.
and that's how a lot of players put it, because we're like, we don't want change. We want to have dudes screaming and yelling and cussing and saying ridiculous
We don't want to
stuff.
get monetized.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But I'm thinking now we're trying to be so conformed that a lot of the old heads, yeah, that's their old heads, don't don't like change. But if you don't change, you're not going to succeed. There is a change. You have to change. The
Yep.
FGC has to change to make these $30,000 pots for Evo to $100,000 pots, and actually people can get money for it instead of
Yeah.
Anakin flying from Atlanta or wherever he's at the time, go to Vegas, play in Vegas, bust his ass, get top 8, and he should have enough money from the winnings to be up instead of being down, or instead of being right in the or in the on the same level. That should not
Yeah.
be happening. And also another big thing about sponsorships. I would love to have a conversation about. I would love to have somebody on here that is an org like founder. I would love to have that and just kind of get in his brain or her brain for that matter. But anyways,
No,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Mark, when we talk about FTC and marketing and profitability and all this,
yeah,
I really feel like, and maybe I started off the wrong way because I started talking about Evo right away. It's almost like you have to separate Evo from the rest of it, because
yes,
Evo is such a unique event that Jabali, the CEO, To recently was talking about, like, holy smokes, I have to
Yeah.
pay like he had to pay like something like $50,000 or something silly
ex-
for internet, just internet as
yeah,
CEO. and he was afraid and saying, "Man, I don't even think I'm going to be breaking even on this thing."
That is very
You
true.
know,
That is
and
very true.
that's CEO, and it's sad because CEO is probably the third biggest after Combo Breaker and Evo tournament that we have, not just in the U.S. but as an FGC tournament worldwide,
Yep,
right?
yep.
And so that's sad. But Evo, you cannot convince me with all the advertising and the attention and the viewership, all the things that Evo does. All You cannot convince me that's not an insanely profitable event. Just the merch. Have you seen how much merch people buy
Yep.
when they go to Evo? They're buying the
It's
backpacks. They're buying
expensive
the
too.
Yep.
dude. They're buying everything.
Everything.
The amount of money that that event makes, oh my god, it has to be so damn profitable. So really, my only criticism towards pay is mostly focused on Evo and Tekken World Tour finals,
Yes.
because I would love for Namco to have all these little microtransactions for non-game related stuff. Like what I mean is like outfits and like those things. Like, make all that profitability, increase the pay for Tekken World Tour finals, and maybe some of the master events.
Yes.
And Evo specifically, like come on, it's just that's the one to me that it
Well,
just
kind of adding on to that, I mean, since I'm an old head and I started back in '06 of 2009, I'm an old man, when I think of like FGC, I think of like right now, how many real tournaments do we have like in the FGC right now? We have Combo Breaker, we have Frosty Faustin, which just happened. We have CEO. We have Texas Showdown.
Evo.
We have Evo.
there's a lot on the East Coast that
Exactly.
I'm not gonna be able to name very well.
Yeah.
But I mean, 404 does Oktoberfest. What an
Yeah,
event
404.
hosted by Greg.
Oktoberfest.
Holy
Which
smokes!
I would love to go to
Um,
Oktoberfest.
oh
I would love
man,
to go to that. That'll be fun.
I really wanted to go to this one, man. I just didn't quite fit into my schedule because I know Greg, the guy that does it. I love that guy to death, man. He's a Horian player.
Nice.
Love him, man. And he puts on that's got to be the best like Tekken event in the U.S. That's got to be the one.
Oh yeah.
So
I really wish I went to that. But the East Coast has a bunch that, man, California used to have a lot, but they died, like SCR
Yep.
and all
Yeah.
those,
Yep,
and
exactly.
Strong Style
That's one thing I
final
actually.
round is
Yeah.
gone.
yeah,
I wanted to go over that too. I feel like I kind of feel like East Coast has more Tekken players, like just in general, like as far
They
as
have a
like
lot.
yeah.
talent and stuff like that too. Like they have, like I remember in Tekken 7, holy shit, dude. Anytime when I was going for like Tekken God Omega, dude, I fought literally nothing but fucking people from the East Side. And this
That's a
would be
lot.
late
Man.
too.
That's a lot.
Like it'd be nothing but East Side players. I think I fought Sandy like once or twice maybe in
Wow,
ranked.
that's not good.
But but that's about it. I haven't fought like he's like the only Cali player that I played in ranked, and like
Yeah.
there was no Seattle players at that level yet. Like or like at least like they weren't grinding right at the time.
Well. Bin Chang has like 30 Omegas, but that was
Yeah.
all like early on.
That was very early on. He didn't keep playing right, but like
Yeah.
fucking there's so many fucking East Side players where I'm like damn, like now that I think about it, like they probably should have more tournaments in the East Side too, right? And like turns out like yeah, they probably do have more tournaments in the East Side than they do for Tekken than they do in the West, right?
There's a huge it's really funny, man. There's a huge disconnect between the East Coast scene and the West Coast scene, to the point where they don't know a lot of our players. We don't know a lot of their players. And
Exactly.
look, like we're not even familiar with their tournaments. I know they got like Defend the North and a whole bunch. I've been following Boston Tekken because I have a couple of buddies there, like Jock and stuff.
Yeah.
Those dudes got crazy tournaments, right? Like they have a scene. But a lot of the guys out here don't even know about the Boston players because it's just we're so disconnected. People here know the California scene way more than that. The Rips, the Run It Blacks, the Jimmy J's. People even know guys like Paul Z. Like Paul Z is like a known name in Washington State. I don't know if the East Coast knows about Paul Z.
No.
Everybody out here does.
Well,
So I don't know. There's definitely a disconnect because the U.S. is so big.
yeah.
They're almost like a different country, dude. Like somebody put the map of the U.S. over Europe. Covered like the damn majority, It's like people can't even comprehend how big Texas is, man.
Texas.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
They have a
I'm
Houston
moving a.
scene and a Dallas scene and like, bro.
Yep.
It's crazy, you know. I'm moving down to Texas, and I'm realizing like each area has like top players, and they're all like 3 hours away from each other. And I don't think they play with each other that often. I don't think so. I don't know.
You know,
Not
you know,
sure.
dovetailing off of that discussion, it's crazy for me since I was lucky enough to be able to travel and see all these different things. Thank goodness. There's so many players that would like to show out and show up, but sometimes like the biggest thing I think, it's money. It's money that some people just can't go to these tournaments because
Mhm.
let's think if you're in Seattle. Let's say you want to go to your first tournament, right, or your first out of state tournament. I'm sorry, you've been grinding the locals, and you're doing fairly well, and you think, all right, well, how about I throw my teeth, throw myself into a big tournament, right? So you plan, and you pay like, let's just say, $1,500. I'm saying low ballpark.
This is accurate. That's an
Yeah.
accurate number.
So
Yeah.
$1,500. So let's just say we're going to Texas Showdown, right? To going to Texas Showdown, and there's maybe 150 to 200. Let's just ballpark if we're getting really lucky with TA. 150 to 200 players at Tekken Show. You go
Mm.
there, right? And you're meeting new people and you're conversing and having a decent time. And you go up on the stick. And let's just say you go 0-2. How are you? I, it's happened to all of us. We've all had
Why you
this.
gotta put this bad juju out there, man?
I'm
Why you
saying
gotta
I
put this
did
out?
it. I went there. I don't even care. I went there. But it's a real thing that players a lot of players get to, is that they get to that point, and then they get beat up, and then they don't want to come back for another tournament, even another local, because they feel like they lost themselves, you know. And when that happens, I really wish the people that do go 0-2 come back and want to learn. That's the one biggest thing that I wish people that go 0-2 or even 1-2 should come back and want to learn. But at the same time, a lot of people are like, okay, cool. I just spent all this money and I went 0-2. Why should I even try?
I think this is the big difference between a major
Okay,
and a regional.
okay,
I think I think a regional, right, is a tournament that only a really competitive players should travel to.
okay,
That all of the local players that are still learning the game, they should all attend that. That's 100%. If you have a regional in your area, take the day off, go to this. But I think if you're more of a casual player or a player learning, those majors are really what you want to go to
okay.
because you're going to go 0-2, and then it's a gigantic convention style,
That's very true.
breathtaking experience
That's very
of
true.
like, when you go to CEO, you got the ring for top
Oh yeah.
eight and the crazy entrances and Evo, God, the whole arena. And then you're out there buying merch, shopping, vendors, arcades. Is like it's a giant convention. So losing in the tournament, it's such a small portion of the experience.
Yeah.
But if you go to something like Texas Showdown, and don't get me wrong, I love Texas Showdown.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh
more
yeah.
of a it's more of a hardcore player experience. It's more of a like you're really out there for competition. You're out there to get some, Tekken World Tour points or just to prove you're one of the best or whatever, So many good players at Texas.
Oh
So
yeah.
worth going to.
Mm-hmm.
But if I knew you were a lower level player or, more of a casual player, I would never recommend Texas Showdown over a
Over
combo breaker.
okay, or
You know,
okay. So
Yeah.
okay, I see what you're saying. You're saying
it's an experience. It's
yeah.
it's the FGC experience and the convention center experience, and the big three, right? CEO, combo breaker, Evo are also in great locations because
Yes.
CEO's on Daytona, dude. You're on the beach in Florida. Like you didn't just buy a ticket to see you bought a ticket to the beach in Florida.
Yeah.
Same with Evo. You're in Vegas, dude. And Chicago, Chicago's got its own thing, man. Go get some deep dish pizza, You're in Chicago, you can explore. It's a
Very
tight
Yeah.
place.
And like that's like the
So,
type of thing that I could like relate to too, because when I went to Evo, in 2023, I went 3-2. I drowned in pools, and I was like so fucking mad at myself. Like I was like, bro, I spent all this money. I went out here, I fucking drowned in pools. Like fuck me, right? And then like the day after that, like when I was getting casuals and stuff like that with people that I'm meeting for the first time in real life. Like I met El Negro for the first time in real life, and
that
like
dude's funny. I like that.
yeah,
guy.
he's a funny dude, and like
Quality.
I've never talked to him or spoken to him or anything. The first time I ever like met him was in ICFC, and I beat him, and I
Oh,
was
boy.
like super fucking hype, and like I was like, and then like El Negro was like, yeah, you're good, man. Like, yo, we should like meet up sometime. And then like we met at fucking Evo, we played together. I met Tondox from the Kazuya player from Mexico. I met
Nice.
him in real life. We got to chatting and stuff like that. Like I met Nene at Evo, Keisuke. I met Keisuke at Evo. Like it was an experience. And like the day after that too, in the arena for I guess for 2023 would be top 6, right? For top 6, that was probably the best part of
Yeah.
Evo. Like that was the best experience I've ever had as far as fighting games was in that arena. Like being there for the fucking announcements, seeing Azucena and fucking Raven there, right? Being announced, seeing the tournaments. Like I was even watching. Like I'm not even like that big on, like Guilty Gear and shit like that. Like I'm not even that big of a fan of those games, but I was watching and I was like, this is pretty hype. Like this is still pretty hype. Like the atmosphere around me is hype and stuff like that. And don't even get me started on Street Fighter 6. That shit was really fucking hype for 2023. Holy shit, man.
Yeah. The convention experience and the casuals, what you described, you'll certainly get that at any big regional too, and that's why I love flying out to them. That's why I went to Frosty and I went to Showdown, and I want to go to all these because I love the casuals and the casual sets. What I mean, is like just playing with people and meeting people. That's my favorite part. But if Mark's question is, if we were to say, if you're just bad at Tekken or if the Tekken experience is not enough, what else is there? The 3 tournaments that do it best in the U.S. are Combo Breaker, Evo, and CEO.
Yeah.
Those are really for anyone.
Yeah.
And the locations too. It's just, you're in
Yeah,
Vegas, baby. Tekken, son. Go outside.
Exactly.
Go gamble. Go drink. Go enjoy.
Yeah.
Man,
for sure.
Funny story at Evo. I think I went like, I think the year that I went, I actually got out of pools like a good kid.
Hell yeah.
Yo, best day ever. And it was like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I was having a drink, and guess who showed up and rode up and said hi? Crazy mother trucking poke chop. Bro.
Wow.
he even came up and gave me a dab. I'm like, word. Handshakes all around. I was like, alrighty, I'm doing something good. I'm doing something what I need to do. So, but
Hell yeah.
good stuff on that. But yeah, like, honestly, like to kind of close this discussion out, man, just go to tournaments. Have fun. Have fun with this game, everybody. Have fun. Play your game.
Yeah. You just gotta gauge which one's for you.
Exactly.
If you're a really competitive player, regionals are awesome, man. Regionals are super sick to go to, and those are the ones with 150 players or something, and everybody from that state and the surrounding states will be there.
Oh, yeah.
And then you'll have a couple of pro players fly in too, and it's plenty hype, man. It's a good old time.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I guess to go back to one of our very first topics, I asked you guys how you guys feel about Tekken 8. Like, what are your opinions? So we already talked about the casual perspective. Let's talk about the the good old competitive perspective of it.
Respect.
I want to hear your guys'. I can also go first too if you want me to. I don't mind.
Yeah. Sure, go for it, Tony.
Give it
Okay,
to me.
so-
I need it.
Competitively, at least from my experience, they reward you for the dumbest shit you can do in this game. I'm sorry. I love this game to death right now. Like I'm addicted, right? I get pissed off still, but I'm addicted to it. But like Holy shit! I'm gonna say this again. This is like my fucking 50th time saying it in the past 4 days. This game, I've never played a Tekken game where people are so comfortable pressing on plus in my life. I shit you. I was playing against Sammy, and Sammy Safina, and I was losing it because he kept pressing on my forward four, and it wasn't even on block. It was on hit. So I'm like +9, and he was pressing on my +9, and like that's a skill issue for me. Like not taking my frames, but like I don't know when he's gonna press. Well, like the one time that he does press when I'm +9, I get launched, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck is this? It's like I'm playing all these new players, right? They're pressing on my +4 on block, on my forward four or whatever. I'm like, I've never seen this before. Like in Tekken 7, people would get scared pressing on Kazuya, like when he gets +4, right? Because you're either gonna eat a down forward 2 or you're gonna eat a back 2, right? Well, like or an electric to the face too. That's a possibility too. But in this game, like anytime I try to take my frames, they activate their heat burst, which comes out at what, like 6 frames or something?
Yep.
On the 7th frame is when you get hit. If you have a 6-frame gap, you should win it out. Basically, the moment that there's a 7th frame gap is the problem. But Toonie, not maybe I'm in. Can I go?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to answer exactly what you're saying. Yes, 100% what you said is true. And the CNT, right? The network test that came out, the very first one.
Yep.
The heat engager, the heat activate button was not a homing power crush. It wasn't homing. It wasn't homing, and it wasn't a power crush, and it felt great. That was super balanced. It was like, hey, there's a move, you bust it out, you get heat out, but it's risky. You could get stepped, whatever.
Yeah.
Now it's a homing power crush. It's too much. It really is too much.
On block, right?
+2 on hit, +1 on block. But there's so much pushback. You enter this weird spacing game, but here's the biggest problem of the move. It beats other power crushes. So it's not a regular power crush. In fact, I even hate calling it a power crush. There's got to be like a new name for it, like a super crush or something.
Yeah.
Because it beats other power crushes. So even if you know that the guy's about to bust it out, most of the time you try to go for like a lower or a grab even. It's like not quick enough, oddly. And yeah, it's kind of crazy to give someone that once around.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild, and it's not the only cop out tool that round, because there's also a Rage Art. Rage Arts that are now -15, and apparently not all characters have a 15 frame launcher.
Nope.
Getting kind of weird. That being said, you can even punish it with a grab. Hopefully, it's enough damage. But yeah, you're right. Aggressive play is rewarded. Mashing is rewarded.
Yep.
Here's what all this really means. New game, new play style, right?
Yep.
And you have to adapt. There's a guy in the scene, you guys know him, Monstroso, right? Alex.
Yep, Monstroso,
Alex has always played Tekken the way he thinks Tekken should be.
Okay.
I play Tekken the way Tekken is. Like I've changed my style so many times over the years. I've completely I'm erasing everything I do. I'm gonna adapt to like the game mechanics.
Yeah.
And really, to be a competitive fighting game player, that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
Whatever is favorable, that's what you have to do. If you have a style that's like tied into a certain Tekken game, like it could change.
Yeah.
And listen, if you are a terrible player in Tekken 7, you will not be a great player in Tekken 8. It is not going to carry that hard. However, a bunch of the mid-tier guys might move up to high tier, and a bunch of the low-tier guys might move up to mid-tier now, if they struggle with some of the mechanics. Because here's the spiel. It took me years to learn how to be patient in Tekken 7, because wake-up moves, right?
Yep.
Wake up rate will trip your ass. So if you're over anxious with Oki, you might get tripped up and you might lose the entire round. Wall carry, Rage Art, blah blah blah. You're dead. So you got to be careful with Oki. No reason to be careful with Oki now. Wait, gonna hit me with that little low kick, like plus whatever that did like no damage. I don't care about that. I'm taking the risk reward.
Yep.
The risk is I'm gonna mess you up from the Oki, right? So I'm going in for that. Okay, you can't stop me now. I'll fucking wave dash in. I won't even care. Like, what are you gonna do? No big problem. Oh, you hit me with the low. Oh, you're super plus, super power crush. I don't care. It's like take my turn back. But you know, in the last game, there's so many counter hits in neutral. You have to be like, whoa, relax. Like
Yeah.
there's so many counter hits. And there's like no counter hits, so you can't even keep someone out really. And backdash is really nerfed. It used to be that I used to do a training exercise where I would play lower ranked people in Tekken 7, and my goal was I won't attack first ever. I'm gonna use movement and bait to just whiff punish. I was like, that's all I'll do. This is the only thing I'll do in the set. I will never go in and like string them up, or it was just like good practice for like neutral, and I was able to beat most people doing that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that now because movement is nerfed. You can't move as fast as you could before, and they have all these moves now that just close the distance. Heat dashes, the heat smashes that put you at like plus 20, and you're in like a huge big mix up. There's so many moves now, and yeah, you're right. There's a lot of panic moves. I mean, characters that got their own panic moves too. Most characters already got power crushes and evasive moves and parries and stuff, and chicken's gone.
Yeah. But it's like fucking like the thing about that game right now, or like the thing that I fundamentally disagree with, like the core aspect of the game that I agree with, or that I disagree with, is like the whole purpose of this game, like Harada's vision for this game, offense over defense. I disagree with that because, like, you know, people talk about execution being the hardest thing to do in the game. Like, fuck that, okay? Defense is the hardest thing to do in Tekken, like ever. And this is for every Tekken game. It's always been the hardest thing to do in any Tekken game. So why make it 10 times harder now?
Yeah, it's a weird balance, man. Where we're just gonna have to adapt a little bit to it.
Yeah.
As far as the first portion where you said you can't really take your frames, you can and you can't. I've never played Street Fighter, but I have heard many times Street Fighter players, specifically mid-tier players, complain that like, oh my god, that guy's so stupid. He keeps EXDPing and he hits me every time, and it's like, who's the stupid one?
Yeah, right.
You keep getting hit by it. And here's the spiel. Me training with James all these years, dude, a 6-frame power crush don't scare me because this motherfucker's had 6-frame flash the entire time.
Exactly.
So I spent my time trying to apply string pressure as a rank player to someone that has a 6-frame launcher. Yep. So the power crush, I don't know, it doesn't bother me that much because it's like that's not even as scary as flash. Realistically, because it's like,
yeah, no,
all right, you hit me, I'm so far away now, you did a little bit of damage. It only comes into play maybe end of round when you're on low health, but if that's the case, it's like, wait, so the dude didn't even really use heat the entire match? I don't know. Not that big of a deal. It's definitely a turn steal, or more of a, I'm going to call it a reset to neutral. Because of the pushback, it feels more of a reset to neutral once around. So each player, if they choose to, or if they happen to not hit a heat engager first, you know, because then you lose that power crush, each player gets a reset to neutral once around. And just keep that in mind as you're applying pressure. Just be like, all right, he still has that heat power crush, you know. And I actually kind of like them using it because it takes away like 25% of their heat or something. The situation is better.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The situation is better because if you land the heat engager, the bar stays full and the dude's plus 17. Oof. And he's running at you in a cutscene as a movie. You know, that's a lot scarier to me to be like, all right, he's succeeded in landing his heat engager, he's plus 17, he keeps his full bar, and now I'm at a huge mix-up. It's a lot worse, I think, than he busted out, he took his turn, he's turn stole, or more so reset to neutral, because he doesn't even really have a turn because he's plus 2 at fucking range, 4, 3.5, whatever. And if I just tap back, I'm out of range of most things. Maybe not Claudio and some of those characters I can do like crazy running moves.
Forcing 50-50. The game.
Yeah. So I just kind of hate the idea of everybody has a homing power crush mid once around plus on block idea.
Yeah.
That's kind of dumb. But as competitive players, if we just accept it,
Yeah, we have to adapt.
We have to adapt.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad, and you can kind of get an idea of when people use it too.
Okay.
Like when not in a first to two, it's kind of rough, but if it's something we now have to put in the mental game of when does he like to activate that thing, like under what circumstances, and you can kind of use that to an advantage and maybe get that grab in next time. Be like, yo, last time I took him to the wall and he got up and used it right away. Or
That's
like
true.
last time I hit him with this low, and when he gets hit by a low, he loves busting that thing out. And that might be the time where you come in with your like homing grab because they're tracking now.
Yeah.
That might be the moment where you want to cash in on that grab and hear that, where it's
Yep.
guaranteed. That might be the moment. So I think we can adapt to that thing, but here's the thing you're right about, Tony. People are more comfortable than mashing than ever. Except for that plus 17 thing. I noticed it's already like day 4 and people are not pushing on that anymore. Because when it first came out, I'd get that running cutscene and people were trying to challenge. And I was like, no, dude, it's bad. So
Yeah.
that as a frame trap is hardly working anymore. And like people are not really pressing on that thing anymore. So we got to start playing some meta games.
Yeah, and like
Yeah,
one of my theories for it, like for people pressing like that so much, is that uh, maybe they're not just being fucking brain dead and just throwing shit out to see if it sticks. Maybe they're just scared, right?
Yeah,
Panicked.
yeah,
They're
panic
panicking.
modes.
Like
Yeah.
it's a new game. They don't know what to expect, right? They haven't even hit the lab yet, probably. And they don't know what to expect. So like they're like, oh, like maybe let me throw out a button and like let's see if it like like if I could get him to stop because I don't want him to hit me, right?
Yeah.
Like that's where defense comes into play, whereas being the hardest thing in the game. Like it's always been that way. It's like oh, like it takes a certain amount of discipline to just sit there and take shit, right? Like to just eat everything and wait patiently for the right opening. That's always been the hardest part about Tekken, and I think it will continue to be the hardest part about Tekken, and that's where like its core identity is to me at least. It's like where
Yeah.
like when you have good defense, it's good defense. It's not bullshit, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're a Kazuya player. That's where Kazuya players really shine. I mean, there's some aggressive ones out there, but nothing
Yeah.
scarier than a Kazuya player that can also defend really well. But I mean, so here's the thing that I try to tell mid tier and lower level players is possibly the most important thing in tournament. Is not even being better than your opponent, but being able to accurately gauge their level of adaptation. What does that mean? It means I have friends that lose tournament sets because they overestimated their opponent, meaning they did a mix up or a frame trap twice, and they thought their opponent was smart enough to adapt on the third one. That's called overestimating their ability to adapt. And then the dude mashed on the third one too, and you're like, God damn it, you just lost 2 rounds to this, and you mashed again. This is crazy. But that really is an error on your part because you overestimated their ability to adapt. There's also the opposite of underestimating their ability to adapt, where you do a setup again and they already adapted. And it's like, oh, I underestimated you. Like yeah, you picked up on it. But then you
Like
also,
in the gray line, pretty much.
yeah, you have to accurately assess your opponent's ability to adapt. And if you do, you're probably going to win the set, even if you might be a weaker player than them, even. But if
Hmm.
you accurately assess their ability to adapt, that is huge. So with some of these like power crushes and panic moves, dude, Yoshi players are honestly the best preparation for this because there's motherfuckers that no matter how many times you launch them for flash, when they tech roll at the wall, they're gonna do it again. And
Yeah.
it's like, all right, then I might just play you like you're gonna flash every single time. And there's gonna
Hmm.
be some of these players you're just gonna have to play like, all right, I'm gonna assume that every time I do this, you're gonna use that power crush, like
Yep.
every single time. Like you can't even help yourself. Like it's such a bad habit, you can't even help yourself.
Hmm.
Um, and then yeah, we're just gonna have to try to counter in certain ways. But you're right. Some of the stuff that separated high level people, the people that were patient enough to not get hit by Wake Up 3, the people that were patient enough to not get counter hit by everything is some of that stuff's gone now, so people can
Yep.
be more aggro with the Oki and the wave dash.
Do you think heat like kind of gives them like that like sense of like invincible, type shit? Like, they're like kind of like they get that sense of like immortality, like, oh, I have heat, like don't fuck with me, like I'm gonna fucking press on your shit, right? Or like, I have I have a 6 frame fucking power crush, that's homing to fuck you up with. But
Yeah, a little bit. And I mean, the other problem is, if it was only that move I had to worry about, it's not so bad. There's a lot
mhm,
of characters that have multiple panic buttons.
yep,
People have parries, they have crushing moves, they got their own power crushes that are already a problem.
Yeah.
yep,
So, it's kind of like when you play a Fang player, if you play Blacksmith,
oh
like,
yeah.
dude, if you're overly aggro on that dude, like, good luck, man. Like,
Exactly.
yes, he's gonna use like 20 different, panic buttons and escape tools to mess you up, and you have to just assume he's gonna be using all of them, and it's kind of the case here. It's just unfortunate that some of the stuff that took a lot of skill and patience, that differentiated players before, is kind of gone. Like not getting hit by a magic 4 consistently was like a skill.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one skill I spent months on was chickening. Like I spent a lot of time learning how to chicken so I could buffer it into my strings. And I loved doing it. I loved doing it on stream. I loved doing it to like people, because someone's like, oh my God, he chickened. I'll chicken you again. I chickened Kevin 3 times in a row one time. 3 times in a row. Here's a kid.
Yeah.
You can't do it. I'm like, bro, I'm buffering. Like, I don't even have to guess. I'm buffering the button. Like, you're killing yourself. But that's gone now. So people using parry, we got to do something different. We got to go to the grabs now.
Exactly.
Yep, grab.
I got to go to the grabs. So grabs are I I made like a couple of notes of like things to talk about tonight, and like grabs was like the top of my list. Not just because I lost to a King player the other night on stream at the Seattle local,
Oof.
but because grabs are like better than ever, dude. You
Oh,
guys
yeah.
know James Graves breaks grabs like really well. His grab breaking skill is fucking phenomenal, and you have no idea how many grabs I landed on him last night, because it seems this counter hit window for a grab is huge. Like you'd be out there like trying to keep out with a down forward 2 and the animations like mostly through, and they toss out a, if they happen to land a grab, it's like registering as a counter hit still is kind of
Yeah,
nuts.
and I'm saying like all these King players too, it's always been a thing for like some King players to wake up giant swing, right?
Mhm.
But this
Buffer,
time,
yeah,
yeah, this time it's fucked up now because like
it's
if
a
you're
counter, man.
yeah, if you press on Oki and they wake up, giant swing you, that's guaranteed. And on top of that, the giant swing throw goes even further now, so you can get wall splatted by the giant swing from way further away now.
Yeah.
Is that
fucked up.
is that the just frame or both?
I think it's the just frame.
Mm.
I think it's the just frame that literally launches you like literally across the whole screen. It's like
Crazy.
Yeah.
holy shit.
And
like,
here's the other thing, man. In Tekken 7, originally we only had one floor break stage. Originally.
Bro.
And then they added the Fakramom stage, which has it in the second portion, but not in the first portion. Is that it? There's only 2 in 7? Are those the only 2?
Forgotten Realm.
7, Forgotten Realm.
Yeah, Forgotten Realm's the original. That was like
Yeah.
the one, and it used to be the only. And then when they added Fakramom in the second portion of the stage, you could break the floor. That's it, right?
Yeah.
There's no other ones?
That's it.
Okay. And we had like something like 30 stages or something silly. And there was like 2 of them that had that. Dude, there's a bunch in Tekken 8. Because and it's not just that lava thing, but there's a couple of spots with like a floor break. And yeah.
Jin's fucking mind fucking stage or whatever, like where it starts you off in the fucking like water or whatever, and then like you hit that fucking floor twice and it breaks, and then you get to the next floor, and then all you have to do is break that floor one more, like just once, and then you're down to the final stage. I'm like, and like it's like a big open stage. Like I thought it was a fucking infinite stage, but the wall is just really far away. That seems to be a trend in Tekken 8, where the wall is just super fucking far away. But there's that stage. There's the lava stage. Um, the
That lava
fucking
one's nasty, dude. Because like
yeah.
my one of my grabs has it, and I kept counter hitting James with it. And he's like, "What the fuck? I'm breaking it. What is this? This is crazy." He's like, "I was ready for it." He's like, "Oh my god, it's just he get hit by it, and then I get like a full combo, man. The screw, the wall carry, and the wall carry's too nasty in this game. This wall
Oh yeah.
carries.
Have you seen fucking Reyna's wall carry combo?
Dude, listen, Horang wall carry is like top tier now. It's broke because
He
the
can
up
do
four, 3
up four,
plus 4.
4 twice, right?
No, not just twice, infinite. Because each time it goes into, well, you're right. At the end of a proper combo, he can get it 2 to 3 times depending on which combo. But the point is, if you really wanted to cash in on it, yeah, you can go into Flamingo each time and just keep pushing them. It's nasty.
Jesus, dude.
And then you can use the heat, the heat dash too. If that wasn't enough, and then get one more in there. So you got your heat dash in, and all right, let me get one more of these up forward 3 plus 4s in there too. The wall carry is nasty, and it's almost like you don't even do it for the damage, you just do it for the wall carry. Because it's like sometimes you just want to cash in on that. Be like, I'm taking this dude to the wall. But yeah, and the grabs are tracking now. So what's up with this, man? That to me is the biggest complaint.
Yeah, that's very.
I heard Victor's grab or Victor's command grab, like his 1+2. I heard is like as fast or almost just as fast as when Falcarom came out with his first 1+2. I was like,
that's what I'm hearing too. And yeah, that's what I'm hearing too. And I mean, that was some. Namco is so inconsistent with this, right? We established. So is it an error? Did they just fuck up, or was this on purpose, overlooked? Because we established that the Falcarom one was too short, right? And they changed it. They patched it. That's an admittal that it was an error. Like this was a mistake. And now they got this in there again. Here's the other one. Mark, you'll remember this one. I think Tuna, you probably played early Tekken 7 as well. Orang used to have a guard break where he was in Flamingo, and if you landed this mid-high, you had to duck the high.
Yeah.
If you didn't duck the high at the wall, it broke your guard, and you got a full combo.
Yep.
And then they went, all right, this thing, no bueno, because it's too much of a scrub crusher. Tournaments are basically at the lower level are being ruled by this move. It's kind of rough. I was getting away with it in lower bracket because it was kind of like, it's just easy, like I'm at the wall. I'm gonna get this in, whatever. I wouldn't do it against a good player, but early on, not.
Exactly.
And they basically, Namco made a decision like, we gotta change this because it's too much. A bunch of characters have this now. Ling has one in AOP. That's a mid-high, and it just guard breaks at the wall. And it's like, you're supposed to duck the high, and then there's like a mid-extension. And it's like, okay, what are you guys doing? What is this? You're not only... You're screwing over the scrubs again, and like Kuma has one.
Steve has one.
I think
Devil Jin has one, but it's a mid.
Dude,
it's a mid.
Yeah, nasty Fang. You remember Fang, the charge up power crush that he had, and so that's no longer a power crush. But if he charges it up with heat at the wall, then he gets the was a back one, and then guard break. And so there's a bunch of characters with that. I think maybe Jack has one, maybe.
It's a high, and he gets if he has heat, he gets a guaranteed heat smash.
Yeah, see, so that's what I'm saying. So there's a bunch of characters now. So something that they previously thought was too broke, and even with Falcarom, even so later on when they gave Falcarom a guard break on release, they established that was too much. So they ended up nerfing it into like minimal damage, where like it basically did nothing. But they're going back on these concept ideas now where they're like, all right, yeah, those things we totally said were broke. Nah, that's the game now.
Yeah, and this is like where I think that they're like maybe they're getting like they're getting a misunderstanding of like the hype, I guess, to say like, when Leroy came out, right, he was busted, okay? Like he was probably the most busted character
we've had, like, period. Yeah,
we've had ever. But like, they wanted to. Not only did they make his visual like look fucking sick, they obviously supposedly wanted to make him OP to get your money's worth, right? But like, I don't think that like that's not what makes a character hype. Seeing them broken is not what makes them hype. It's like, just seeing Leroy's visuals like by itself is already hype enough to bring people to be like, here's my fucking wallet, take it. I want Leroy right now, take it. His visuals are enough to do that, but like I feel like Namco is misunderstanding what like the point of like the hype is. Like they think that like them being broken is what causes the or what causes the hype, I guess to say.
Yeah.
That's what I think, at least.
You're right. It's a mixed bag because to go back to the history of Tekken 7 a little bit, when Noctis first came out, the first couple of weeks, all the Koreans, everybody used him in tournament, and everybody said this character's not viable. This character's not high level. And then, you know, he wasn't very played. It was very like, it didn't really bring in a lot of people to the game. Wasn't really a thing. And then Kuni, like when Kuni came out and she was really good, I had a friend that bought Tekken and started playing because he saw Arslan Ash kicking ass with Kuni.
Yeah.
So having a character constantly in the top 8s or constantly on display in the big matches and seeing them win, people tune in, see it, and say, oh, I want to get the game and I want to get this character. Seeing this pro player use that character. So when so to counter all of this, when a character's balanced, you're going to see just enough representation of them.
Right.
When a character's OP, you're going to see a bit too much of it. And it might get you a couple of extra sales.
Yeah.
So basically what I'm trying to say is ideally I think a character should be balanced still, even for sales purposes, because if they're really weak, you'll never see them in tournament. Like, you know, like Goneril. You'll never see freaking Goneril in tournament. Yeah, you never see like Josie. Not a DLC character, so it doesn't really apply. But with these DLC characters that you'll never like really see, they get you no sales. And then when a character's OP, I don't know if it really gets you more sales than if you just sometimes see them. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not sure.
You know, I feel like with DLC and kind of that essence, I feel like okay, so I'll go with the additive. Okay, cool. Like the one DLC character that I think when they first started was Armor King, and when JDCR played Armor King, people were like, oh, "Armor King, let's go play it and use it and buy it." Because I've heard that Armor King was the most bought DLC character in Tekken 7. I don't know.
Word. I think that's a balanced character. I know that there's always people that hate every single character. You name a character, there's people that hate him. Exactly. I think Armor King has been balanced throughout Tekken 7.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Right.
So him being the most bought kind of confirms the theory that that's probably what you should aim for. But they did this weird thing where, for a little while, I swear to God, Namco was testing this shit out. Because they were like, Noctis didn't do too hot as DLC initially, was dropped quickly competitively. You never saw him on screen. It poorly advertised the character, right? It took years, and then later on, FDX and CBM figured out how to play the character like fucking many years later. It took many years for people to optimize Noctis, right? He's just not an easy to pick up character. Easy to pick up for beginners. It took years to develop this character at a high level. But once the strats came out, he was solid. And then I swear Namco was experimenting. Because the Leroy release, what the hell was that? The Fakaram release, what the hell was the Fakaram release? What was that? The Lydia release, what the hell was that? And then even Zafina and Kuni and Julia all remained top tier to the very end, despite.
And what's funny is that like fucking Zafina was like a dark horse at the time too, because she came out season 3 also, right?
Yeah, historically a bad character in the franchise. From what I've heard from OGs, because I didn't play competitively, what I've heard is she was like below average in older games, and then it's just like super strong. Julia, Marduk, they all like everybody remained as like top tier, and then a couple of these that were super broke, they over nerfed. Like that's why the nerf hammer right now is really scary, and it's why I want everybody to be really considerate before screaming to nerf people. Because remember what they did to Fakaram? That motherfucker was like not even viable by the end of it.
I fucking like I'm one of those people too that I actually liked Fakaram. Like I liked his gameplay.
On release?
Like no, not on release. No, not on release.
I like the original nerf. Okay.
No, like visually, I liked the way like he played. Like I like Muay Thai. I think it's badass, right? And like we needed a Muay Thai, another Muay Thai character. Because I'm sorry, Mark,
one
Josie
that's not
wasn't cutting
Josie.
it. I'm sorry, Josie wasn't cutting it. But fucking like fucking Rom, he's like he's a big fucking buff ass dude. He's got fucking scars and shit. He's got like these tattoos. I'm like, he fucking lights up in the fucking like in the body, bro. Like when he fucking when he's in rage or whatever. I'm like, yo, that's fucking sick. And then yeah, they fucking nerfed him all the way to hell, and like I was like, holy shit. Like
Just like
they didn't even do
Lydia.
yeah, Lydia too.
Like,
And like Leroy didn't even get that fucking nerf hammer. But Leroy was by far the most broken.
He did. Originally, right, when he came out, he was insane. And then they
Yeah.
nerfed him and balanced him out. And then they nerfed him some more and then some more. They
I still feel like he's
overdid it.
super good. I still think he's good.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say by the end of Tekken 7, he was still good. It's just he went from being one of the most used characters in tournament to the people that only actually liked Leroy. And I kind of like that. I kind of wish that people would only pick a character if they just like the character. In a perfect world, that's how I want everybody to be.
You know,
like
that right there, I wish people would think more like that. Where
there's no way, dude. You saw Teeth?
I know.
Teeth. Oh man.
He's already asking. He's like, "Hey guys, who's the top tier?" Oh yeah, you lost to Kuma.
That is
yeah.
True. So, well, do you have anything else to say there, Jimmy?
Oh no, I was just gonna say like, fuck him, Rum. I think like, I didn't think he deserved the hammer that badly. Like, yeah, he was fucking like terrible on release. Like, he was fucking like horrific to go up against. Same thing with Leroy, right? But like, you should have nerfed him to the point where like literally nobody plays them like whatsoever. Like
Lydia.
I was praying like Evo. Evo was cool and all, but like a mirror match, fucking a mirror match. Cooney in grand finals, I was like, come on, dude. I was like, man, that like you know how many fucking Cooney players I fucking already saw throughout the whole course of Evo when I was there. Holy shit, man! Like I thought Dragon Slayer was gonna be like, one of fucking 8, right? Like one like at high level.
Yeah.
But man, I saw everyone picking Cooney, dude. Like I'm like so sick of it. I'm like, dude. Where are we gonna get character variety? Like more diversity. Like all I see is like Fangway, fucking Marduk, fucking like 2D characters. Like God knows how long it's been since we saw a fucking Devil Jin in Tekken 7 before he got fucking nerfed. Fucking Josie. When was the last time we saw a Josie?
Pork chop early on.
Pork
chop, yeah.
Early on.
Yeah, it was first attack, I think. That he won the tournament.
Like,
but anyways.
Like, come on, dude. I'm just sick of seeing the same character over and over again in tournament. It's just not fun. It's not fun to watch, especially if you already know what's going to happen before they even do it. It's like, he's just gonna throw the kunai from across the fucking screen. He's gonna teleport. Oh, he's gonna dash in, try to get a bait. He's gonna block the fucking full crouch sweep. Like, it's like, come on, dude. This is the same fucking formula over and over again. Like, we need more variety.
Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm afraid of how Namco is going to handle this first patch whenever it comes out. Because, I mean, like, people are already complaining about Dragunov and stuff, and there's going to be top tiers. Like, every game, every fighting game has to have top tiers. I'm just kind of scared to see how they handle some of this, because they really know how to turn someone that's, like, super OP into, like, hardly... viable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really weird because, dude, they nerfed Panda. They ranked you 1 Tekken World Tour, and they nerfed Panda to the point where the poor guy said, "I don't think this character's usable anymore." Like, character was low tier before. This character's not even usable anymore.
Exactly.
And then, switched to Julia, tried to do some Panda, but man, that Panda just never worked again.
Nope, never.
And you can't even blame the dude for going to stupid top tier Julia after that.
That's very, very true.
So they definitely go off of like big events, and they definitely. I don't have full trust in Namco's nerf ability. I really don't, and I'm afraid that they're gonna overtune someone. Like one of the top tiers right now is gonna get screwed, man. Like they're not gonna nerf them and make them balanced. They're gonna nerf them to the point where nobody wants to use them.
Yeah, dude.
Honestly, I'm thinking it's gonna be Azucena. I can already tell.
I think Oz is gonna get like she's not. I don't know. They might give her the hammer. I don't know. Like Harada already gave his thoughts though on like what people are thinking about. Like because like I think he had an interview, or he was or he him and Michael Murray were talking. I remember, and he was saying like he's tired of people like just already assuming something's broken when they haven't
It's
even
too
like
early.
property. Yeah, it's too early.
It's too early, but again, we go back to the Eris thing. If I see a really good move, I can tell you that move's really good. And
Yep.
that I was seeing a running move.
Yep.
Yeah, wall running 3-2, I
3-2.
think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
It's
move
kind of
is really
silly.
good.
So
Something's gotta give, man. You either gotta not jail me or maybe don't do that much chip.
yeah,
Hmm.
Something.
that is very
I
true.
And no one's talking about Lily either. Lily is fucking
don't know.
holy shit, dude.
I haven't seen Lily's true potential yet.
Me either.
I haven't messed around with it enough.
So
Man.
all of that lovely Tekken talk and things and all that jazz, and also me playing a busted character. I had a question for you there, Mr. Evil Padawan, before we get some games in. Who would you like us to interview next?
Who would I like to what?
For us to interview.
Hmm.
Yeah, I want to know.
Who would you like to nominate?
Who would you like to nominate?
Hmm. Yeah, why don't you do James?
Okay.
Yeah, James is the guy. He turns into a talker if you start, asking him questions.
All right.
Mhm.
We can
Oh
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
do that. We can totally.
and you can get a perspective from him that's an OG perspective because he's been playing competitively since 5.
Yeah.
So you can
Mhm.
kind of hear what's this release been like in comparison to like some of the other games throughout, like changing from one to the other because it's my first time.
Yeah.
um Probably pretty interesting to hear that.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
I like that. That sounds really awesome.
Yeah.
I am
We
down
can
for
get
that.
James on easy peasy.
Easy peasy lemon squeeze. So I was curious if you had a little bit, if you wanted to play some games with us.
I was not prepared for this,
Okay, that's fine.
but sure, yeah. I would just have to turn on the stuff. Yeah, I haven't warmed up or anything, but yeah, we can do that.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just
We just do first at threes.
yeah, we do first
Yeah.
three.
Yeah,
Nothing too exciting. You know what I mean?
yeah,
We're
we can run. I don't even know how the new lobby system works. I know it's a little bit different now. There's like new
No.
options.
Well, I mean, options and more or less of like adding more people and adding more areas and adding more stuff to be able to play with other people and that type of stuff. I mean, pretty much I'll just create a session and I'll just add you and Tooney and you should be good. I think.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna load up Tekken 8 right now and then kind of change over to my other scene here.
Do I just keep this on and then load up the game,
Yes.
or
Yeah.
okay?
Yes.
I got you. I
That
got
would
you.
be perfect.
Should I keep the camera on? What are we
No,
doing?
no, no, no. My computer probably doesn't work that well. I wish it did, but it doesn't. My game is exploding. That's basically what's
All
happening.
right, I'm gonna also take off the headset. I'm gonna switch to low speaker again.
Yeah, that's
That's
fine.
fine.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
Yep.
There we go. So we're kind of doing a little bit jank, but that's okay. It's no big deal. I just want to play with my friends. That's all I really care about.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll turn down audio a little bit. Oh my. I think he was busy doing stuff. I believe he's a mysterious Arabian man, which is totally okay. Oh, Tekken 8. I'm finally gonna have some fun with you, and I'm thinking after our podcast I'm gonna do some more stuff on it. I think I'm gonna do some Azucena stuff. I think.
Mark, do I? Oh yeah, it's well, no, that's not you. That's another. Okay. I have Tooney on this.
Okay.
On this.
Um, Let me. I wonder if there's a way that I could add you.
Yeah, the new system's a little bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
boot up second.
because you're on PS5, right?
No, I'm on PC at the moment. I'm still waiting for my PS5
Oh yeah,
copy.
PS5 copy. Yeah, exactly. I'm doxing myself. Oh no, I'm worried. I'm scared now. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so we're just gonna create a session. Create session. And we're gonna do max players 3. Private slots 2.
And go get my pad.
That's fine. And then we're going to, there you go, simultaneous, put off, it doesn't matter to me, area, puts me, any, there you go. Create session. Because I know
How's your laptop been handling the game, Mark?
Bruh, it exploded on me like yesterday. It exploded hard.
Your laptop exploded?
Bro, like I tried to stream and play Tekken. Man, it was burning up. My laptop was dying.
Damn. Yeah, you might want to turn off the cams then.
It's okay. Well, actually, yeah, we don't need the cameras because
Yeah, we don't need them.
we don't need them at all. So I'm just gonna turn off the cam. Okay, turn that cam off. So yeah, let's do it like that. Alright, where the heck is Tooney at? Here.
Mark, did you make the switch to a PS5 pad, or are you still on PS4 pad?
I'm still on PS4 right now with my laptop. So yep,
Work.
Yeah, I'll get there one of these days. My tax return's coming in. Should be coming in here in a little bit, so I should be able to go get me one. Get me a PS5 here soon.
I can't use the PS5 controller. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the PS5 controller.
It's too fat.
Not for fighting games anyway. It's a great controller. It's a controller, just not for Tekken.
What's your name on Steam again? It's TheEvilPadawan, but I know that, but
it's just Padawan, and there's a picture of a ring on it. So.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll find you. I know you're here.
Failed to connect to the network. Online mode is unavailable.
Well, that's no good.
Did you guys hop on the game?
Yeah, we're on.
And it said that? Did it? Wait, you're online?
Yeah, we're in the lobby.
Yeah, we're in the lobby.
What? Let me reset it. What the hell? That's crazy.
Yeah. Everything's exploding. It's okay. I'm alright with that.
I'm weird, man.
Shinblade's already a Foge. That's cool.
Connecting to the server. Alright, we're good.
Nice.
Yeah, so Tooney has me as a friend, so he should be able to invite me, I think.
Oh yeah, I can make a lobby real quick.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a perfect idea to me. I'm trying to figure out why they chose Kazuya's back for the replay thing.
There's that one part where he looks like a little statue toy thing.
Hold on. You mean online, or do you mean? Offline looks pretty funny as well too. So, Kazuya, Jesus. And Kazuya has no backside. He's flat assed. It's sad.
Oh, it's when you go to online that he looks like a little toy.
There you go. Yep.
Sparky.
Yes. Hey, there you go. Perfect.
Padawan.
Join game.
Hmm. You're appearing online, right? Padawan.
Maybe.
Oh, you should have back out Toonie, and then put victory conditions first to 3 to make it easier.
Let me send you a message. I'll just.
Okay.
Because now we can do that. It's kind of cool. It's nice. I really should go do all the character episodes as well too. I should get those done.
Yeah, you should be able to see me, no?
Yeah, I see you. Let's see. If you're on the friends list in Tekken 8, this is really weird.
Like there's friends list and then there's themed friends list and then regular friends list. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I see Sparky.
That's me.
I see someone named Flamingo. That's not it.
So I'm actually really digging the way that they really revamped like player match and all this stuff. It's so much better in my opinion now.
Yeah, Padawan. It's saying that you're like online on Steam, but it's not saying you're on the game.
I am on the game. What the hell? Huh. That's weird. Let
Maybe if you
me
wanna.
try to make a lobby, and then maybe you can invite Mark into it. Let's see.
Yeah, let's do that.
I don't think it's. I don't think I can invite people unless I'm the host.
Let me try. Let me try.
Okay.
If not, I'll
That's
I think
fine.
I have Mark as a friend on my other account. Hold on. Simultaneous groups, private slots. Let's do 2
In worst
cross-platform.
case, we could just go to like a lounge and just add each other there, and
Yeah,
then
we can just do that as well too.
Hold on. I think I. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying, Toonie. So when you try to do it from inside the game, the people are
uh-huh.
not showing up. So just click on my Steam name and then click invite to game.
Oh, you could do that. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'll try that. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Did you
Nice.
get
Yep,
that?
I got it. One sec.
Like perfect.
Heck yeah. Let's go.
Then I'll invite
Go
Sparky.
past me. There we go.
Boom.
Joining session.
Nice.
Yeah.
We win. There we
In
All right,
there.
so who do
Wait.
you want to fight first?
Wait, whoa, it's like moving me up and down. What is this? Toggle stay? What?
That's like the new like skip your turn type shit.
What the hell?
So whoever's at like number 1 is like gonna be the next player on. Well, yeah. The question is though, Vasile, who would you like to fight first in a first to 3?
Ooh.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't care if it's first to 3 or if we just keep playing or whatever you guys want to do.
Okay. I'll go
Or
then.
we can just switch out and take turns or, yeah. Anything's fine.
Do you know how hard I was trying to get red rank like yesterday? I was like, I just want to get red rank to be cool, and I'm like 1 away. I'll probably get it.
I haven't played ranked since day 2.
I'll get there. I'm not too worried about it.
I picked a stage. I don't know. This one looks cool.
Nice, do it up.
It's like the arena, but on crack, I think.
Facts. Does everything look okay on the stream right now, boys and girls? Hope so. Damn. Oof. 1-1-2. Ooh, nice pickup.
Nice.
Ooh, nice sidewalk. Nice.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, wow. Uh-oh. Oh, nice low parry.
Oh, shit.
Wow. That is oppression session, I'm just saying.
Oh, God. Oh.
Jeez.
I was not ready for that thing exploding. And I did like up forward 4-4-4. I was like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
That thing just exploded. Like I did a hell sweep and it exploded, man. That's crazy.
So I got a question there, Padawan. What's gonna be your first tournament? You going to Evo your first tournament, or are you gonna go do something else?
I already went to a sea salt and I got fourth. There was like 40 people there. It was kind of crazy.
Hell yeah. All I know is that I would love to be able to go up to Seattle and play some Tekken 8. That needs to happen. Like, yeah. It needs to happen. So where's Bruce? My guy says you suck, Toonie. Just to let you know.
Fuck you, my guy.
Yo, let's go. Good shit. I don't know what it's doing, but...
Oh, shit.
Oh, you're still playing. That's weird. I guess...
Oh, you don't see it?
No.
Huh.
Oh, that's what they were talking about.
Yeah.
So apparently you can't watch...
We could probably go to the... We should probably go to, like, maybe, like, the lounge.
Maybe the lounge might work?
There's the lounge, you can spectate the cabinet.
Spectate the cabinets. Okay, so that's how you gotta do it. Okay. Well, that really sucks. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Well, we learned something new today, so that's always good. Sorry about that, boys and girls. And you kind of just, hearing smack-smacking and not really the game. But here's the thing. We're gonna have Padawan back. Trust on that one.
Huh?
Oh yeah, we're having you back.
Oh, I like it.
And with the whole crew, with David too, is R&D.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't worry. This is only part one. We got part two coming. That's my goal. And next time it'll be a little bit better. R&D wise. So, but yeah.
Nice. Alright, yeah, let's go to the lounge so that way you can spectate.
Yep. I'll just leave the session, and I will go.
Wait, do I rematch or? Oh, I leave. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to
We're gonna go to
the battle lounge.
Tekken Fight Lounge.
I'm like alone in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're go to the main menu and go to the fight lounge.
Are we gonna select a different region?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
go to like an empty one. Uh, go to like Africa 1, and then go to like Lounge 2.
Okay.
Africa 1? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Yeah.
Lounge
I
2.
haven't made an avatar or any of this stuff. I don't know what I'm doing.
Just like it's like the beta. The beta.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Hold on.
Okay, hold on. Shit.
Oh, there's Toonie. I
I,
see Toonie.
It's,
um, hmm, matching? Uh-huh. What? No. Uh,
This is my avatar. He has glasses. Don't hate. It's okay.
I got the shiesty on.
You do, I know. I see. Yo, why can't we play air hockey? That's some shit. And heck,
oh,
why can't we play skee ball? Too as well. Shit.
so I'm clicking on select lounge and it's not. Um, well,
Like
what am I supposed to click on? Just guide me through it one by one.
so you click on Tekken Fight Lounge, and then like if you haven't played the lounge, you might have to create your avatar, but you could just go in with the whatever avatar you have right now because you could just customize it later. But
Yeah, I
like
got a random little guy. Yeah.
yeah, and then you press select region, and then you go.
Region. Hold on. Where's region? Uh,
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm not seeing that.
here, I'll
Hold on.
back out and like,
I'm gonna
go
quit out.
by it.
Okay.
I'll back out. Okay, so you click Tekken Fight Lounge.
Hold on. Why can't the lobby just work? I'm in America 1.
Okay, so yeah, back out of that.
The
Like go back to the main menu.
I'm like clicking select, which says lounge menu, and it's like not popping up for me.
Lounge menu.
Yeah, there's like on the bottom it says lounge menu, and like that's not coming up for me. Shit. Select lounge, and when I click on it, yeah, it says you can select move lounges from the lounge menu, and then okay, hold on, I got one. Lounge menu. Okay, this is the lounge menu. Blah blah blah.
They go to other lounges.
Dude, I'm so lost. Other community.
It's alright.
You mind if you like share your screen? I could probably guide you if you share your screen on Discord.
Dude, yeah, it's not letting me do anything. What is this?
I'm jumping up and down.
So like just go like all the way back to the main menu. Like all the way back.
Alright.
And then I should be able to guide you from there.
Alright, I'm at the main menu. I'm gonna click on Tekken Fight Lounge.
Yep. And then at the very last option it should say select from region.
Ah, there we go. Yeah. Africa 1?
Africa 1, and then go to lounge 2.
Yes.
Got it.
Yep.
Hey, there you go. Hey, there you go. I see both of you.
There we go.
There you go.
Wow, my avatar is really something else.
Pretty zesty looking.
Sexy.
Alright. Now let's go to a cabinet where we can continue our fight.
Exactly.
I gotta be honest, this is the weirdest way I've ever played Tekken before.
Right?
So just click on this.
Yep. And then it's gonna like throw you into like some kind of like a practice mode a little bit, but like it's actually just trying to match with me.
It says spectate, ghost match, direct chat. Oh, go to a different cabinet. Okay, I see a battle. Okay, yeah.
A battle.
This is so weird, man.
Right? Modern Tekken at its finest.
And then I go and I get a spectate. Waiting to spectate. Waiting for match to start. Yeah,
I thought the lobby was just fine. There was no way to like get Mark to like watch in there. Or?
No, nope.
Nah, that's the one thing that IGN complained about.
Yep, exactly. I watched the IGN one as well too. That's the one.
I thought Harada advertised that you could have like up to 16 people in a lobby and then an extra person to watch.
Yeah, that's what they advertised.
Yeah, false advertisement. I want a refund.
Pretty much, dude.
You can't play like multiple people like in the same lobby now though. Like, 4 people can be fighting each other at the same time.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
It's gonna make online tournaments very quick.
Oh.
Oof. Oh, wow. Oof. Nice ew. Ooh, nice duck. Oof. There's that string. Going downstairs. Oh, wow. Nice duck. Oof, oof. Going downstairs again.
Oh fuck.
Oh, no. Oof. Nice ew. That's gotta burn. That's minus 12. 112. Step kick. Alright, Crush.
Oh.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Hmm. Going downstairs. Ow. So many plus frames. Jesus. This is crazy to watch. Ow.
So I just. Oh yeah, just rematch here. Okay.
Yep,
Yep.
there we go.
So is it 2-1 or are we just starting over?
We're just starting over.
Starting over.
Cheater.
I'm sorry.
It's
We do this for
2-1,
the
sir.
stream.
It's 2-1.
Technically, it is 2-1.
Oh, quit spectating is done now. Well, not for me, but I can just re-spectate again. So. No big deal. Oh, there you go. Booyah. Honestly, I really didn't go too hard when I got Tekken 8 in the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There you go. Ooh, nice punish. Nice block.
Oh shit.
Oh, wow.
See, I hit him with the low, but he still transformed.
Oh shit.
Oof.
Whew.
Going downstairs again. We're breaking all the floors.
Oh my god. That was guaranteed.
That is crazy. What the heck was that about?
Nice. Big style. Oh
What?
wow.
Oof.
Nice.
Nice. What do you think about the regenerating health in this game now?
That's fine.
Alright.
Wait, so is it punishable?
That's no break.
Oh fuck. Damn it, I'm dead.
Oh, dang.
That's 3. Not fucking.
Technically it is 3.
Oh, no.
I got an achievement that said, "Please don't tell my father." I don't know what it's for.
I don't know either. That sounds kind of fishy to me. So is it? So what is it? Is it one?
It's 1-1.
1-1. Okay.
I don't know, dog. We just playing.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Oh.
What?
Dang. Oh wow. Apparently this match was pretty quick, I guess. Apparently. There you go.
Oh fuck.
Oof. Ooh. Nice duck.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Oh dang.
There's no rematch.
Yeah, it's like look the cabinet's first to 2, but we'll just hop on for
Yep.
one more.
Yep. Exactly.
This is the most complicated shit.
It is.
Right?
It shouldn't be this complicated, to be honest.
At least it's pretty quick. The way it matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, supposedly there's no delay either behind the when spectating, like in Tekken 7.
Oh. Did you change outfits? Wait, no.
No.
Oh.
Nice duck. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh fuck.
Ooh, nice.
Oh god.
What the lag?
Jesus.
Oh, I was not expecting that.
Ugh.
Ugh. Oh, damn.
Shit, nice punish.
I'm really digging the music of Tekken 8 too as well.
Oh god, that's a fucking launcher. Nice.
Oh, that's amazing. That's crazy. Oh, wow.
Oh shit.
It's gonna do a lot of damage.
Oh.
Ooh, that's rough. That's rough.
Like twos.
Ooh, nice. Dang.
Oh, it is safe.
There we go.
Nice. What? Oh my fucking god.
It is. We're going fast.
It's so tracking. Nice.
Dang. There you go.
Oh my. Nice punish.
I assume. Oh, oh no.
Ah, I thought you would.
Oh, dang. Oh, nice. Optimal.
Oh fuck, that's a launcher. Oh fuck.
Oh, jeez.
What?
No.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh fuck.
Oh wow.
What the hell?
Oh wow.
Oh, what the
Oh
hell?
jeez.
Good
The
shit,
cheap
GG's.
GG's, brother. GG's.
Wait, so that power crush was safe?
Well, so they all are. So the Tekken 8 mechanic is that if you get damage in on someone while they're doing a power crush, their power crush becomes safe and has pushback. So it's actually kind of a good setup to toss them out and then yeah, expect them to try to punish right now because people are not ready. Basically, the old way of like checking a power crush with a 1-2, then blocking and getting your punish is over. You only get your 1-2 and then that's it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to the arena, I guess. Well, thanks for everybody hanging out with us. We appreciate it. With the jankiness that it is.
Fucking Cena. Pussy.
Exactly. Damn right.
It's almost like the game knows what's coming because for some reason she's in front of me. Maybe I picked her. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I have block up and side swipe. I don't know what that means, but cool, I guess.
Block up. That means you never duck.
Damn right, let's go, baby. I'm a low blocking machine.
Oh no, this connection about to be something else.
I mean, we're delayed right now, so. Oh,
Nah, it's fine. It's
oh,
fine.
Yeah, local.
oh, lordy. Oh, shit, my controller just died.
Oh, I thought you were just trolling me.
Oh, no. I wouldn't troll you, brother. Come on now. And this is why we have. Alright, there you go. Alright, we're good. We're good. Oh, yeah, we're good. All right.
No, just play.
Alright, we're
Play.
good. Yep. Oh, Jesus. Okay, go. That'd be cool. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. That's a low. Oh, I tried to hop. I tried to bounce over it.
Oops.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Jesus.
That's so cool though.
Yeah, I can't. And
Oh.
no, after Liberator, you can't block.
Oh shit.
Hey, y'all didn't know that? Come on now. Come on now. Day 4, let's go. Jesus.
Day 4. Let's go.
Let's go. Jesus, y'all.
Day 4. Let's go.
See, this is why I'm going to play as a Senna, so all you guys can learn how to fight this stupid character. Y'all don't know, like, okay, here's the thing about Liberator. If I get into it, just wait, like, maybe a frame, and I'm out of it. Literally. Just go with me, okay? Just go with me, okay?
Okay.
duck. Ow. Jesus. Jimmy Christmas.
Woo!
Oh, I tried to duck. And I ducked. That's my fault. I thought you were gonna do, but you did it. That's fine. Oh no, get grabbed, stupid. Ah, duck. Nice. Oh, now we're rollback 3? What the hell? That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm rollback 3. This is frustrating. Oh well. That's
Roll back.
Yeah, that's alright. It's Tekken, and you're all the way in Seattle. But here's the thing, when you get to Houston, you'll be a lot closer. That's alright. Now it says 4 or 5 bars. I'm confused. That's okay.
It's lying, man.
It is. It's lying. I know it's lying. It's okay.
Arad is lying like he did about that lobby spectator.
That is a fact of life. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, ow. Okay. Nice. Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
That was weird.
I almost died.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
And
should.
she's dead.
Yeah, I'm dead. Oh no, I'm out. Wow.
No. Oh god.
Oh, nice. GG's.
Oh,
GG's, brother.
GG's, my man.
GG's, brother.
GG's.
Thanks a lot for having me on,
Of
man.
course. Oh no.
Any other time, please.
Oh, we need to finish. Sorry, we need to finish. Oh, that's alright. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. But as always, thank you very much, there, Padawan, for coming by and hanging out with us on such short notice. We very much appreciate it.
It was really fun, man. Thank you.
Thank you. We're pretty much the next time we're gonna do it. We're gonna be hopefully have David here for our R&D to fix all of our crazy wacky problems. So
Yeah, we'll have you on again in the future.
yes, we will.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Well, we ran about 2.5 hours. Hell yeah, go us. Look at us go. Well, Toonie, you got anything else to say before I end this crazy thing you got going on?
Yeah, just you guys haven't already, go follow Evil Padawan on Twitter, now known as X.
Yep.
Go follow him on X at the Evil Padawan. It's in our latest tweet that we put out on the OGTEKKENPODOCAST channel. And if you guys haven't already, also go follow click the follow button on this channel because this is like our official channel. And also go follow the OG Tekken Podcast Twitter for more updates. Subscribe to the OG Tekken Podcast channel on YouTube where we upload the VODs. That's where, if you guys missed a podcast one day or something, you guys could just always go to YouTube. We have the podcast on there. So, yeah, pretty much it.
Hell yeah. Any last words from you there, Padawan?
Nope, just a pleasure to have you both. You're both great friends. Love you both. Mark, hopefully I get to see you in person soon, man.
I hope so,
and,
too.
yeah, thanks a lot for everything again.
All right, yeah.
No problem, man.
Deuces, man. Deuces.
It was a lot of fun.
Thank you. All right. Well, I'm going to end my stream. I'm tired. I've been up since 6. I'm going to bed. All right, boys.
For sure.
Gentlemen, thanks for coming by and hanging out as well. We pretty much finished up our stream. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. We will be back probably Tuesday. I'm ready something Tuesday.
Heck yeah.
So, all right. Have a good night, guys.